Hi guys, welcome to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is my preview for Arsenal playing host to Bayern Munich this Tuesday night in our next Champions League game. And a lot of people are looking forward to this game given our recent run of results. Quite a few people are dreading going into this game. Personally, I'm sitting on the fence in it, and I've got a rather chilled out vibe going into the game. You might wonder why that is, but it's because the situation that we put ourselves in is quite a simple one. If we win this game, then we give ourselves the best possible opportunity to progress from the group stage given the current standpoint that we're in after losing to the likes of Zagreb and Olympiacos. But if we lose this game and Olympiacos are to win, or if Zagreb are to win, then we put ourselves in a very difficult situation to progress from the Champions League, and it kind of is curtains for us at that point. But nothing's impossible. Crazier things have happened in football, and we've just really got to go out against Bayern and try to get something at least from the game if we are to stand any chance of getting out of the group stage and progressing to the last 16 of the Champions League, which at the moment really is looking like a near impossible task. But given our recent results, given the 3-0 win against Watford, given the 3-0 win that we had against Manchester United, on our day I do firmly believe that we can beat anyone, and our past two results really have proven to be our time. So hopefully we can replicate those kind of performances in this game against Bayern Munich, play really well for the full 90 minutes, and come away with, fingers crossed, what is a win. Now, this Bayern Munich team is arguably the best in the world and definitely one of the best that we've come up against in a good long while. I remember in the past, Bayern Munich are a team that we do know quite well, but their team does tend to change quite a bit. We've played them before when they've had the likes of Schweinsteiger and Tony Cruz playing in their midfield. But as well as that, they've now reinforced their strike partnerships with the likes of Lewandowski coming in. They've got Douglas Costa, a very formidable Bayern outfit. But the one area that I do think we can expose in this Bayern team, if anything, is going to be their defence. Certainly, I do believe that Guardiola lines up in a 3-4-3 kind of formation. I'm not too sure now. I'm pretty sure that they play with three at the back, and that's where I believe we can definitely expose them with the players that we've got going forward. For me, this is definitely a game for Theo Walcott to be playing up front in. He can get behind the lines, get in those spaces where a free at the back can be exploited. So Walcott, Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil should be finding tons of space in that Bayern back line. However, the midfield is going to be a very difficult battle to be won. I really do think this is a proper test for the Coquelin and Cazorla pivot in this game with the likes of Müller, etc. bombing forward. It's going to be a very tough battle to not get overrun in the middle of the park. And of course, up top is where their main threat is. Robert Lewandowski has scored an outrageous amount of goals in recent games, and trying to stop him is going to be one hell of a task. Gabriel and Koscielny, I'm assuming that will be the centre-back partnership unless Mertesacker still remains in the side, but keeping a clean sheet is going to be a real struggle in this game. We'll have done really well if we come away with a 1 or 2, well, 2-0 might be a bit ambitious, but if we come away with a 1-0 win to our name, we'll have done really well to counteract this Bayern attack, because up front they are absolutely formidable, and trying to keep a clean sheet, like I say, will be a really difficult task for us. But given our recent results, I do have a lot of, I wouldn't say belief, I have a lot of confidence. Not a lot of confidence. I don't really know how I feel going into the game. I'm just hoping that we'll go all out. We won't underestimate Bayern, and we'll just play good football, and hopefully fortunes will go our way and we'll get something out of the game. Now, Wenger said in his post-match conference of the Watford game that he may rest one or two players, and I think he hinted at the likes of Ozil and Sanchez. Hopefully those players won't be rested. Czech predominantly has to play in goal for this, so I don't think there's any questions about that whatsoever. We should be fielding our strongest 11, but this kind of does remind me of a situation we were in when we lost 4-0 at the San Siro to AC Milan a good number of years ago, and we played a very attacking force at home to them, and we got 3 goals against them. Now, I'm not saying we'll do something so audacious against this Bayern Munich side, because on the counter they could score about 4 or 5 against us in this game, but I'm hoping that we'll start with a resolute defence. But maybe this would be a game for someone like Chamberlain to start, attack them with pace, get in behind, and like I say, when they're playing 3 at the back, you could definitely exploit that. So maybe it's a game for Chamberlain to start on that right-hand side, but Aaron Ramsey played really well against Watford, so it's a bit of a conundrum who you start going into this game. I'm not too sure. Leave your team lineups in the comments below as always, but I think I'd pretty much just go with an unchanged lineup from the one that played against Watford, with the only real change being Gabriel coming in for Mertesacker. And we can't really afford to have Mertesacker's pace exploited in this game, because with the likes of Costa going forward, with the likes of Lewandowski, we really are going to be vulnerable in that aspect. But yeah, generally it's a game that we've got to go all out for if we're to stand any chance of progressing from the group. I'm very much looking forward to the game. I'm a bit nervous to say the least. It's kind of do or die in this fixture. But anyway, guys, please leave your thoughts on this game in the comments box below. Can we get the win against Bayern Munich, and can we do the impossible of progressing from the Champions League group stages? It'd be really great if we could win this game, then go on to beat the likes of Olympiacos and Zagreb. That would put us in a great position. But this is where it really starts now with Bayern. Please leave a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV. I hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll be speaking to you soon.
Arsenal Fan TV, time for the player ratings. Going to run through it. Great performance, first of all, I've got to say, by Arsenal. You know, a little bit dodgy at the start. Watford, full credit to them. They closed us down. They came at us hard. And if they'd had a shooting